Namaskar. Today we are going to see 59 to 65 Dnyaneshwari Nityapath collected by Swami Swarupananda based on Dnyaneshwari. Dnyaneshwari is the description of Bhagavad Gita told by Sri Krishna to Arjuna. Okay? Now, या देहाची हे दशा आणि आत्मा तो एथ ऐसा पै नित्य सिद्ध आपैसा अनादिपणे 59th. It is based on 13th chapter of Gita, and in some publication it is 1107 or 1107, some places 1106 OV is there. Okay, so it is based on the other hand, 31st verse of Gita from the 13th chapter. Anaditvat nirgunatvat paramatma ayam avyayah. Paramatma ayam avyayah. Sharirasthopi kaunteya na karoti na lipyate. While saying fast, sometimes it happens. Okay. Anadi means that which doesn't have beginning. Nirgunatvat means that it is a formless God that has no attributes to be attached. Param Atma. Param means ultimate Atma, means if we all have souls, that is the ultimate soul. You see, kinds of the words Shri Krishna has used. Sharirasthopi kaunteya na karoti na lipyate. It lives inside each body, each entity. It gets the work done, but it doesn't get attached to that work. It remains detached forever. You cannot say God has done it. You cannot say God hasn't done it. I mean, it's a Caesar's trap. God has done it or God has not done it. So we are into Caesar's trap. Okay, so what is the word for him then? We cannot explain because it is a wordless, it is beyond words. Either wordless you say or it is beyond words. Okay, so now ya dehachi he dasha. What exactly it means? That it is based on this. Our body has a soul, and if the soul leaves the body, you cremate the body. So that soul is like, it is there, it gets the work done, but it remains detached. At the end of the day, this soul, the infinite soul of God, is complete, total. It has got all the powers, it has got all the energies, it is all the times present, it is eternal. Everything is there. Like that, our soul is also like that. Once it gets merged with the infinite soul, once we become yogi, once we become bhakta, once we become, the true devotee of God, at that time, you feel the exact meaning of what I am saying. This is what Dnyaneshwar Maharaj and Sri Krishna are saying. Because once you become one with that entity, nothing is left. Then who is going to speak and who is going to tell to whom? Okay, you see your reflection in this world and inside your world and outside world as well. If you think inside, if you close the eyes and you see the world inside, then that is the reflection of world outside. World outside you are saying, that is the reflection of whatever you see inside. Ultimate. Okay. सकळना निष्कळू अक्रियना क्रियाशूळ कृशना स्थूळ निर्गुणपणे 68th. So this Atma, this Brahma Tattva, this formless God is present everywhere. You feel that it is doing everything, but it is present nowhere. It is present everywhere. It is present nowhere. It is doing everything. It is not doing anything. So these are so many, contradictory and just opposed things. They do exist. at the same time. And that's why God is beyond the words, it is always said. It is like, it is present nowhere, it is present everywhere. It is like, the lean person, or it is like, the a fatty person. It is not like that. It is inside that lean person as well as fatty person. It is nowhere, it is everywhere. It is formless, in fact. So he means to say that God is present in everything, and you have to just realize it and focus on your path, focus on your work as if it is a work is worship. What is the meaning they have given here? That Atma is not, 101. Okay. You see, the number here and number here are different. That's why the confusion is there. Because there is one OV that is not present in certain Gita and certain, Dnyaneshwaris. That is why one number is missing over here. Okay. So, many times we feel that I have done my part. But the ultimate reality, God doesn't feel that I have done my work. That was my part of work. So it is getting the whole work done. At the same time, it is feeling that it has not done anything. It is not only lean, but and as well as it is not only the fatty. It is not taking the credit of everything, and it is not taking a small credit as well. It is beyond taking credit as well. So something like that. Next one. Anandana niranandu, ekna vividhu, muktana baddhu, atmapani. 61. Again 13th chapter and 1111. 1111 OV. How is this Atma? How is this formless God? It is Anandana Nirananu. It is not only joy, but it is beyond joy. It is not only happiness, it is beyond happiness. It is not only sadness, but beyond sadness. It is not, it is beyond this duality. Ekana vividu, ekoham bhavasya. Is it the only one God existing everywhere, or infinite gods are there? It is beyond those words. Infinite gods and single God. In fact, it is said that that which is beyond all these words, if you try to say something to that, it is as if you are trying to convict it. You are trying to trap it into words. You cannot trap that God into any kind of words. Muktana baddhu. It is not only free, or it is not only trapped. It is beyond trapped entity, or it is beyond the infinite entity, in fact. Atmapani, it is there. That's all you can say. But if it is there, then people can't see it. If it is there, then how to prove it? It is beyond words. So that kind of Paramatma you have to become, that kind of yogi you have to become, that kind of bhakta you have to become. You have to devote so much that you become one with that, but still you cannot explain. You just live your life. ते परमतत्व पार्था होती ते सर्वथा जे आत्मानात्म व्यवस्था राजहंस 1143. It is based on next one. क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ योम एवं अंतरम ध्यान चक्षुषा भूत प्रकृति मोक्षम च ये विदुर यान्ति ते परम in fact. 34th verse of Gita from 13th chapter. The person who realizes what exactly kshetra means, this is my domain, I am the controller of that, so this is my company, this is my institute, this is my country, this is my house, this is my body, I am controller of that, like that. He is beyond that, in fact. But once you know that these are the things, and when you know how much domain, how much area you control, Kshetra, Kshetrajna. The Kshetra means the area or domain. Kshetrajna means the person who knows that Kshetra, means that area, that domain. And then once you know that, you know what are the good things in this and bad things in this. And you always do the good things only. Because you come to know after several kinds of work that these are the good things, these are the bad things, and you get the vision of that. This is the Atmanatma vision. So you will do always good things. Bhuta Prakriti Mokshancha ye vidur yantite param. So after realizing this, you will work with that knowledgeable vision, and you will do only good things which will make you bhakta, yogi, and you will go and become the ultimate realized soul, enlightened soul. And then whatever you do within the prescribed limits of humanitarian values and ethics, you will do only good things which will not harm anyone. You will become a harmless creature. You become the ultimate realized soul, Param. Okay. So ते परम तत्व पार्थ होती ते सर्वता जे आत्मानात्म व्यवस्था राजहंस. So you see, Rajahans means swan. The swan, a beautiful species. It just lives a very beautiful life. Another side of the swan is, if you mix the water with the milk, it will drink the milk and water he will live. Like that, you live a life walking on the path of a razor blade. You will always do good things only. Bad things they get automatically neglected. Because you see reflection of yourself and God in the good work only, because you are going to perform puja, work is worship only. So that ultimate realization is there, and you will live in this world a very beautiful life. Atman Atma Vyavastha. You will live in the system and will not live live the system. You will live in the system with uncorrupted and a beautiful life. He means to say a beautiful life you will be able to live. What is the translation they have given here? Arjuna as a Parabrahmate Satpurush, with this ultimate reality, you become one with that ultimate reality. Then you become the Satpurush, you become the realized soul, you become saint, sadhu, yogi, sannyasi, a realized soul. You become one with the God. And then you do all the good things only. Anatma and Atma, you understand what is good, what is bad. And you live a life like a Rajhansa, which will drink only the milk and leave the water. He has given the example. And then that is a kind of a life you should always be living. And if all the people understand this and they live a very good life, then Pasaidan of Sant Dnyaneshwar comes into the reality, and everybody will living, a self-governing life. Everybody will be living a very enlightened life, harmless life, and such a beautiful heavens will be creating on the earth. Don't take the meaning of heavens, Swarga, what are the so many words are there, as anything. But this is the reality of Swarga. That is the life you live. Why can't we create such a life around us? Beautiful. Okay. Next one. So once you become realized soul, what happens? ऐसेने जे निज ज्ञानी खियत सुखे त्रिभुवनी जगद्रूपा मनी साठवनी माते. This is based on अहम सर्वस्य प्रभो मत्ता सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्मा भजन्ते मां बुधा भाव समन्विता. 8th verse of 10th chapter of Gita. It means the people who have become unison with me, Lord Shri Krishna is saying, they have become one with the infinite soul. They become, like my life in fact, because they have become yogi, the bhakta, they have become the self-realized, they have become atmatrupta, means they have become fully satisfied with their life. They give knowledge to themselves, to others. They see reflection of themselves in others, and they live a joyous, happy, and fulfilled life. And they let others also live joyous and happy and fulfilled life. Now, the meaning of this OV is the people who have become realized soul. They live like, the children. They live, they play. For example, they play. They fall down again. They start walking again. They play, fall down. They cry. They laugh like a child. You might be seeing that so many realized souls. They have the mind like a child only, and they live a beautiful life. खेळत सुखे त्रिभुवनी. In this world, they live a beautiful life. Jagatupa mani sathone mate means because they hold me and I hold them, because they have become bhakta, vibhakta nasa, there is bhakta manas, they have become yogi all the times, and that's how I take care of them. That's what God wants to say, and that's how they live a beautiful life. ऐसे निज ज्ञानी खेळत सुखे जगदरूपामनी साठवणी माते. Beautiful. So how to realize that these people have become yogi, bhakta, whatever you may say. हे विश्वची माझे घर, ऐसी मती जयाची स्थिर, किंबहुना चराचर आपण झाला. 64th OV. It is based on 12th chapter of Gita, 213th OV. And that is based on which verse? Let us see. 19th verse of 12th chapter of Gita. तुल्य निंदा स्तुतिर मौनी संतुष्टो येन केनचित अनिकेत स्थिरमतिर भक्ति मान में प्रियो नरः. It means whether you praise him, whether you insult him, whether he speaks, whether he doesn't speak, whether he has a house, whether he doesn't have a house, whether he is inside home, whether he is not inside his home, whether he is doing some work, whether he is not doing some work, whether he is sleeping, whether he is awake, he, that enlightened soul, has gone beyond this duality, and his mind, body, soul, brain always remain one with the God only. And that bhakta, that devotee, that yogi is the best soul I can have as my bhakta. That is what Lord Sri Krishna is saying. Now, what Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is saying, he Vishwachi माझे घर ऐसी मती जयाची स्थिर, means the whole world is my house. This is what that realized soul feels, that the whole world is my house and everything is reflection of God inside me, outside me. His brain remains one with the God, mind remains one with the God. Kimbhuna charachar apaniz झाला. He has the feeling that the whole world, outside, inside, is my own reflection, is created by God, and is God itself only, himself only, herself only. God is, you can say God is God itself, herself, whatever it may be, because it is beyond duality, it is beyond form, beyond everything. And that's why it's his experience or her experience, whatever you may say. And he lives a life, such a stable life, inside his mind. Outside there are so many things happening. He also faces similar things like any common man, you may say. In fact, every common man can become a realized soul as well. That is what Shri Krishna and Dnyaneshwar Maharaj are saying. मग याही वरी पार्था माझिया भजनी आस्था तरी तयाते मी माथा मुकुट करे. 65. It is the next OV only. It means that such a beautiful soul, a realized soul, what I do with him, because that person has become realized soul, so I make that person as my crown, crown prince of mind. Everybody can become crown prince of God. That is also true. Everybody. It is mentioned over here. Everybody can become a realized soul. Everybody can become crown prince of God. Like Prahlada, you might be knowing. Prahlad is the Bhakta Shiromani. Shiromani means the crown is there, and one jewel is there. Jewel in the crown. That is Prahlada, because he suffered most among the devotees. At the level of body, at the level of mind, at the level of brain, whatever you may say. And he lived with the demons as well. So he is the person who suffered most and still became the staunch disciple of Lord Vishnu, became the best devotee till date. That is what is mentioned everywhere in so many shastras, you may say, so many books you can say. So that person who is staunch disciple of God, who is devoted totally 24/7 to Him, with each pulse beat and with each heartbeat, he is devoting his life towards God, doing every work for God as work is worship. God makes him crown prince of himself, and many a times you might have seen, God takes care of him and do whatever he does, and it is the reflection of God only. That work is worship is reflected through his every deed. And then you realize that, whatever he is doing is the reflection of God only. And such a person we should become. That is the message Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is giving right now. So that everybody can become realized soul, everybody can become enlightened soul, everybody can become Bhakta, Yogi 24/7. Then definitely God can take care of that person 24/7. Just we have to trust, have faith, and remain devoted to God. Let us try to live such a beautiful life. Thank you very much.